please announce to them, those people in education should come to this education bus and sign it too. So that you will not miss. Just announce. If any education students are there, let them come to this side and sign before we go. I beg.
This was a field trip that was embarked on by the Year 3 students of the Departments of Biological Sciences, Science Education and Educational Foundations of the Nigeria University of Nigeria. And Dr. DJ A.H. went back on the trip on the 29th of February 2024.
I'm not stopping you from attending. As a mother, I allow you to attend. You will do everything with everybody. But in as much as you refuse to pay, and in as much as you refuse to attend, those two subjects are important. You refuse to attend, no result for you. You refuse to pay, no result for you. Whether it's from MITS or, in fact, I will instruct them not to collect for people the report from those that didn't attend and from those that never paid for the trip. So do well to enjoy yourself. Don't think that you have bypassed it. That's what I came to tell you. And tomorrow, don't come to tell me that you didn't see your result, because I'm always the one preparing it. Is that okay? Because what is good for the goose is as well good for the gander. You will came late. Persons did not pay for the trip. Some persons.
This is another voice.
I'm not even
the
stopping
same information
you
has been disseminated.
from attending. You will attend. You do everything with them, right? But you will not have results. Now, two group of persons may not have the results. Those that failed to pay for the trip, those that did not attend. You come and attend next session, and then you will pay for the trip at that time. So if you think you're so wise, you want to cut it, bypass this trip by not paying, you will not have score. I will make sure that no score comes to you. So you will not carry over field trip to final year. And then perhaps that time is 15,000. You will pay for the trip. Perhaps that time you will have to pay. I hope it's clear, so that tomorrow you don't come to my office to say I attended and then my result is not there, because it won't be there. I need the attendance sheet, one, and I need the list of those that actually paid for the trip. That's all. Tomorrow.
These were the staff that went with us from the Department of Biological Sciences, Nigeria University. And then these are the students lighting from the buses. The students now went to the training hall for orientation. Here the students are taught about the various divisions in the facility and the various prospects they have to engage in all of these activities. And then they will now be taken for a tour of the center.
You cannot be hungry when you are not in proper solution. It's not possible. All right. Okay, so we are not communication. Hello. From the very beginning, when you choose a career, whether you like it or not, the very first day you got a mission for this career, you have taken a decision to contribute your quota for humanity. No excuse. You have taken a decision to contribute your quota. for humanity. That's why you are studying.
Education.
I mean, one of the facilitators, what we should think about it.
So you will take which branch? Hello, you're going
This is the aquatic bioresources division. There are many other divisions like the crop production division, the agriculture division, the poultry division. They also have a very sophisticated laboratory. They have plant tissue culture and many others.
Filtered. That's how the system works.
Okay, and the water will be pure.
Yeah, they've already cleared this one.
So it's
This is aquaculture.
Yes.
It's a concrete product. They also have semi and ones and
Like this one is different from the other one. This one, the journey name of this one is Torie. Yeah, why? Yeah, the journey name. Why the English name is Heterobranchus? Heterobranchus.
Not hetero.
Yeah,
hetero.
Heterobranchus. Yeah.
They are big.
Okay, so you're already moved.
Not coming out actually. It's not moving.
the
Here
mushroom
what we
production
do,
division.
we grow mushrooms. And what are mushrooms? Mushrooms are macrofungi that is visible with the naked. You can see with the naked eyes. It can be picked with your bare hands. At the same time, it is either epigeous or hypogeous. It can grow beneath or above. So we convert waste to wealth. What do I mean by waste to wealth? Meaning that things you say like this is a palm bunch. Physically, in the common sense, it's a waste product. We have taken the nuts. There is palm kernel from it. There is fruit, palm nut fruits that we use for cooking our soup, all the rest. But it's still very useful. It's very useful. It's a medium which we grow mushroom, and this now, in a simple terminology, is called a substrate. Now, substrates are mediums which we grow mushroom. For example, this one inside this bottle is the common sawdust that we see is a substrate for the growth of mushroom. Other substrates that we can mention, like the Indian bamboo leaf, is a substrate. Rice straw, I have the rice straw, but I didn't bring it down. Rice straw, you know, when you have harvested the rice, the stems, those tiny parts, when you have taken off the grain, that is called the rice straw. You chop it into smaller sizes. You use it to grow mushroom. There's a particular mushroom you will grow. You use it for two mushrooms. One is milky mushroom, and the other one is paddy straw mushroom. As the name implies, they use straw to grow it. They call it paddy straw. That's the name of the mushroom. If you Google it, you will see it. The full name is Volverella volvesii. The scientific name, but we commonly call it paddy straw. So that's how mushroom is. And mushroom has a life cycle from the spore. From the spore to the mycelia to a fruiting body, in summary. But there are other small, minor processes it will go. Like what we see now. This is a test tube. We prepare a medium, a growth medium, to grow the mushroom. This is called the mother spawn in mushroom production. Mother, M-O-T-H-E-R, spawn, S-P-A-W-N, mother spawn. Remember, this you see is still a spawn. It's called a grain spawn, and this is mother spawn. After the first stage is the mother spawn. When you are done with the mother spawn, you now transfer the mother spawn to this guinea corn you are seeing, the grains, which is the grain spawn. Now, the mycelia has colonized these grains. It's in a cellophane. You can use a bottle to do this. So the process, let me quickly run down the process for us. The first thing you will do, you get a PDA, potato dextrose agar, for the growth of fungi. We have what we call nutrient agar. They use it to grow bacteria, but this one we use PDA for fungi. So you mix it. There is a manufacturer's instruction on the PDA. 39 grams to 1 liter of water, or 1000 milliliter of water, or 1 liter. You can say 1000 ml or 1 liter of water to 39 grams. You stir the solution. You now undergo through fire heating to melt the lumps from the PDA. Then you dispense it to the test tube. After dispensing to the test tube, you now transfer the test tube to the autoclave for sterilization. When you are done with the sterilization process, you bring it out, you allow it to cool down. By then, now the media will now solidify. It will settle down. It was in liquid stage. Now it has been transformed. So as at that point, you now get a fruiting body, a mushroom like this. You dissect it into two, open it up, get a tissue, inner tissue, not from the surface. Why we don't use from the surface is because of contamination. Mushroom production is prone to contamination. You need a serene environment to grow mushroom. So when you transfer maybe about 2 centimeters size of a tissue, you place it on the medium. You now take it for incubation. You put it in the dark room. You can call it incubation room or dark room. You observe it for 2 weeks, whether if there are competitive bodies around it, if there's contamination, or if actually it's faring well. Now after the 2 weeks, you now prepare the grain like this. You wash it, you parboil, you sterilize. And when it has cooled down, you now transfer this mycelia. Get a forceps, pick mycelia, place it on this grain. You now take it for incubation for another 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks for incubation here, other 2 weeks here, making 4 weeks. Now, after the 4 weeks, you'll see something like this because you have transferred this to this grain. I'm sorry, after 2 weeks of this stage, this is the grain spawn now. It will now become a spawn. We now transfer this spawn to the palm bunch. What you have to do with the palm bunch, you don't need much stress. Just take it to the autoclave or use a local drum to sterilize it for between 6 to 12 hours. After the sterilization, when you bring it down from the fire, when it has cooled down, you break this spawn now and put it to the palm bunch at different points. You get a poly bag, a cellophane, you cover it. So when you cover it, you now take it for incubation for another 2 weeks. So the average life cycle of mushroom production is 6 weeks. 2 weeks mother spawn, 2 weeks grain spawn, and 2 weeks fruiting stage. The last stage, we call it fruiting stage. So by doing that, within 3 or 4 days, you'll see fresh fruiting bodies will be springing up. Mushroom, you can get mushroom for your consumption. Now, mushrooms are very good. Like this one you are seeing, this is a Pleurotus stratus, that is an oyster mushroom, commonly called oyster mushroom. This one I brought here, this is a medicinal mushroom, Ganoderma lucida. For some of us that have been to the forest, we've seen this. This one grows by palm trees and all the rest. I see other ones. All these ones, they grow around the palm tree. They are highly medicinal. Most of the pharmaceutical products they use this. This one contains beta-glucan that helps to rejuvenate dead cells. Now, when cells are deteriorating in your system, in your body, this one has a capacity to arouse them, to bring them to life. That means if the cell responsible for aging in your body, as you consume it constantly, you will get younger. There is one particular mushroom responsible for anti-aging. It's called cordyceps mushroom. Go and Google cordyceps, but it's very expensive. Cordyceps of this, they may sell it like 5,000 for you. Very expensive. A cup of cordyceps mushroom will be around 50,000. Wow. As you consume it, you will see the manifestation of it. So, in a nutshell, I will encourage us. There is a lot of health benefits, like this medicinal mushroom. It fights cancer, it suppresses blood pressure, diabetes, so many benefits in this mushroom. But please remember, you cannot consume this mushroom direct. You use it as a supplement, like the green tea that you drink it, you apply to your tea. That is how you take it. You blend it, you process it to powdery form, and you use it. But while this oyster, this one, you can use it for your sauce, make a sauce. You can use it to eat rice, whatever you want to. Soup. Some use it for pepper soup too. Yes. Please, ask me questions.
They keep snakes.
Yes. Stop closing. Wait.
Don't leave him off. Just hold up, yeah? Don't match it. Just hold up like this. No, you know we should.
This is a crop production division where they produce banana, maize, rice, and other crops. They have
Next 5 years, we'll come back and see my yeah, I will.
I'll be on YouTube. You will get plenty view.
Okay.
Now, this is inside the laboratories. We have so many laboratories here. Microbiology laboratory, the biotechnology laboratory where they carry out DNA analysis, and many others.
This one is what?
Absorption. You know, compounds absorb light at different wavelengths. What's the name of the
UV visible spectrometer?
Okay. Alright. So how is it used for?
Where you have your compound, different compounds absorb light at different wavelengths.
Okay.
So you use this to detect the absorption of.
This is Mr. Basil, is giving explanations on how to use various equipment in this laboratory.
Okay.
So you put your sample, you insert it inside a chamber. There's a chamber here. If you look at the edge of this, there's a light beam.
Okay.
We had gone to other laboratories earlier, which had other specialists there to give explanations.
And before you do that, you program, you set your wavelength.
Okay.
After setting the wavelength, you just put the sample inside
The Bioresources Development Center has a lot of equipment that cannot be found in most institutions in Nigeria.
Measure the absorption
of the is it chromatography?
Spectrometer.
Spectrophotometer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then GCMS, gas chromatography, mass spectrometer.
Okay. You said it's
The gas chromatography, mass spectrometer, GCMS.
Gas chromatography, mass spectrometer.
Very sophisticated.
This is where the separation takes place.
Okay.
And this is the mass spectrometer. This one serves as the detector.
Okay.
Based on the molar mass of the compound. Different compounds have different.
Okay. So how are the specimens prepared and where are they inserted?
This is the outer sampler.
Okay.
This is where you put your sample inside this bottle.
Okay.
Then you program the sampler to pick a particular volume. You set the volume that you want the sampler to pick.
Okay.
So it will now pick, inject it into the column.
Okay.
It will pick, inject. This is where the injection will take place.
Okay.
It will inject it into this to pass through. This tiny wire you're seeing is hollow.
Okay.
And it's coated with absorbent.
Okay.
So the sample, after the injection, this oven, it will be heated to a particular temperature.
Okay.
Then the sample will now vaporize into a gas.
Okay.
So it will now pass through the hollow tube down to the mass spectrometer.
Okay.
This is where the detection will take place.
Okay, and you get the reading, the results.
The results will appear
on the system.
On the system.
Okay.
High performance liquid chromatography.
This is the high performance liquid chromatography.
Can you explain that?
And this machine is actually used to test pharmaceutical products, drugs, and also used for biological analysis. Very sophisticated. Basil still making explanations.
HBS it actually run 125 samples at a time.
Okay.
Yeah. But the detector here is UV detector. There are other detectors.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So where is the sample placed for analysis?
This is the sample wells and the bottles.
Okay.
Yeah. So put your sample inside.
Okay.
Then the solvents. Put your solvent. We have ethanol, water, and any other solvent that you want to use, depending on your protocol.
Okay.
Then you program the volume of your sample to be injected and the volume of the solvent.
Okay.
Yeah. You program everything. It's automated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this is the color. We have different types of color depending on
the color. Okay.
Yeah, sample that I want to work on.
Okay.
And the flow is Okay. It flows upward. Okay. So you need a powerful to push the solvent through the column.
There are other laboratories and divisions that are not shown on this video. Thanks for watching.